that last step whip. Oh yeah.
If I hop on a foot, it's a good one. Can't be bad, even grandma just shook some. Electric slide on the side till I rev run. Headphone girl, and walk this way when it's done. Income is gonna affect the outcome. So give it all, but then bring it back some. Hands up like it's motherfucking ransom. Auto beats bang, so we never need a handgun. Dance has been around longer than a book's been. Don't go reading into what's bad and good, friend. All my good spend, all my time hooked in. But I'd rather let loose, get you to choose to.
Move your floor like this.
Like this.
Move your floor like that.
Like that.
Move your floor like this.
Like this.
Move your floor like that.
Like that.
Alright, well I could start the show like this. Hello and welcome to another episode of the First 48 Shots, your favorite live drinking game. Today is a very special day because look at this.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. Who's this? This is Eric Sedlacek.
It's me, all right.
Let's just go right in on him.
This is the. I'm gonna love this profile shot as I
Yeah.
progressively.
Does it make you happy?
I don't know. You can already see how pathetic my posture is.
Oh, no.
Have not begun drinking.
Well, if you didn't know, this is the First 48 Shots. This is the fun little drinking game slash podcast slash sometimes live stream.
I would argue that it's probably not a game. It's more of like a series of arbitrary rules.
Right.
But there's
right.
no strategy. There's no sort of physicality or athleticism that would cause you to be better at it than some other. Well, I guess that's not true. There's drinking competitions.
And you can definitely try to prepare and get your tolerance up,
Sure.
you know. And
I ate a lot of pasta today.
So what we're going to be doing is we got our co-host Egg Timer here, and we're going to be setting up right now, and every minute for the next 48, we're going to go ahead and take a shot of beer. Today's beer, Yingling Lager. It's good for what ails you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Noted consumer
There you
today.
go.
Proud sponsor tomorrow. It's a good way to do it. I can do it. Nah.
Should we wait for the ding or just go
Yeah,
for it?
let's wait for the
All
ding
right,
because
we're gonna
soon
wait
enough
for
we're
the
going to be waiting for every ding. And, as you can see from the natural lighting in this room, it is completely daylight. We were going to wait longer, but techs move pretty fast these days. So here we are.
So why don't you tell everyone who you are and what you do?
Well, I do stand-up comedy in a bar in Wilmington on Wednesdays, and some other stuff when my more proactive friends invite me there.
Well, hey, I think
Hey.
that's me. All right. Cheers. Well, that worked well when we did the
Oh, the little
yeah.
visuals. We are fucking innovators, we are
Totally meant
leaders
to
of
do that.
industry, captains of industry.
Look, I'm already forgetting to set the timer.
Oh, you have to set it every time.
Yeah, isn't that the worst?
When you said it very dramatically, so I thought you actually meant this is a specifically a 48-minute timer that
Yeah.
goes off once a minute.
Oh, that would be great. I wish they made this.
That's like a Terry Gilliam, like a mechanical device that's so specific it doesn't need to exist.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh man.
So what do you want to do now?
I don't know. We should let's see if I can get some topics going. You see this election?
What for school board? I got something
Yeah.
in the mail about that.
Yeah. Oh man, Michael H. Brooks for school board. I don't know. He's got the experience, but I don't think he has that gusto. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta have that charisma if you want to lead a school district. And
Yeah.
I find it lacking.
Severely lacking in charisma.
I feel like we're
Can you
so
slide that
uneven
over
here.
a little bit, like to the?
Oh look,
Oh.
now we're always in a double shot. I like that.
That's nice. Let's see. Let's move mine a little if we're gonna. Well, I don't know. I don't know how much adjusting you're gonna do. Took a
Give
drink
it
out
a
of
go.
that thing.
Give it a go. I'm not sure if you noticed this is a very low budget show, and I think people expect us to
Yeah, look at that.
not know what's going on from the beginning.
That's fair. Like, you know what we look like? We look like substitute teachers from like different decades. You're like 1976, and I'm like 93.
Yeah, I could see 93. Yeah.
Yeah, what's that Pearl Jam album? 10?
Yeah.
10 came out. 10 came out.
Right.
I finished grad school.
So, hey kids, you know, I just want you to know you can come with me to anything. I'm cool, and I just want you to love learning.
Save Empire Records, guys. I know.
That's been a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know 4 things about the '90s, brah. I know about
Yeah.
Pavement. I know about Empire Records. I know Hillary Clinton did healthcare.
It's going
and
quick.
Everybody laughed in her face.
So I've already made the mistake I make every time, and I'm not counting.
That was 3.
That was 3. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that.
Yeah, any sort of good pad and paper.
Yeah. There we go. Just put it right there.
Are we gonna Roman numeral that?
Yeah.
Alright. Not actually. All right, we can just do the jail days in jail.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I don't know if I can go much past 10.
I was gonna be like, I'm not gonna get drunk and start figuring out what's 20,
Yeah,
what's 26.
And if I search for anything while we're recording, it's all gonna freeze.
So and the second screen is just for the background.
Yeah.
I bought that second screen exclusively for backgrounds.
Oh, there we go. How's that? Look at that. We can switch.
Yeah.
We can keep it all going. I like this. This is fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch. We got that show in Argilla tonight.
Yeah. We got
Hoofy with the referee vet like shirt on. You see the ad for it?
Yeah, he's gonna. Actually, I got it right here. We can show everybody.
Or.
Oh, that's not it, is it? There we go.
Hoof.
Think that works?
Yeah. I just saw it in like it must have been late May that I saw this like advertisement.
Yeah, it's
I was like,
gonna
why?
be a big show, I think.
I think Fenris, he must advertise in Delaware exclusively at that one restaurant.
Really? What do you mean?
I mean, the Argilla show, he gets the first Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
And I like that show every time I've been to it, including the time I performed. Hey. But I'm like trying to drink my beer. Calm down. But yeah, I only see advertisements for it at the restaurant. Is what I mean.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Like while they're at Argilla's, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. He comes around with these, and he was the first guy. He gave me a card too. Where'd that go?
Yeah.
In case anyone would like to. Did I do that wrong? There he is.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm excited. He's also starting to do. He's going to do 2 of the mics at Bar 13 now, starting September.
Is it gonna be any just comedy?
Yeah, well, I think it's mixed,
Both
mixed
of them
whatever.
mixed?
Yeah, whatever you want to do, really.
I've never been there, so I won't even pass judgment. That's why I hadn't gone there yet. But
Yeah,
I
it's
like
a
that.
fun show.
I like that bar.
It is.
Bar.
It's going quick. I don't know if I'm setting these exactly a minute.
Let's see.
Mm.
This is.
And I forgot. I
Was
think
that
that's
5 or 6?
I think that's 5. Maybe 6.
It's 5 would be fine.
Yeah, we can always look back. There we go. Do some of this for a little.
Oh, that'll be great when we get a real podcast following, and then we can have people start to. They can pour over the visuals, and just tell us how many times we missed shots or took too many shots. You'll just have an annoying fan base. People that are like, finish your drinks, but keep it rational.
Yeah. Oh, look, see? Doesn't take long.
Oh, you even moved it. You picked it up and moved it.
Yeah, I'm a jackass. I set that one for about a minute and a quarter, I think.
We should have started that Al Pacino movie 88 minutes at the same time, and that way we could have paused it as soon as we finished 48 and figure out where we went wrong.
That's actually a really good idea, because even if it takes 2 minutes per the shot, you know,
Yeah.
we'll still make sure we get it all in by the time it's over. Which is it's supposed to be 48 minutes and 48 shots, but I always end up running about an hour for some reason.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's the nature of the thing. I would like if we could start some other podcast based on 88 minutes, based on 28 dresses.
Yeah.
Get like an oddly or not
Yeah.
28 dresses, 28 days.
Could do the 50 last dates or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
arbitrary time-based podcast network.
Anything with a number in it, really. We could do it.
Beats the fuck out of Earwolf.
Slancha, I think that's the word.
Did you just say Solancha?
I think I tried to.
Solancha. That sounds like a sauce that isn't hot, but if you ask me for it at a Mexican restaurant, I'd be like, oh no, thank you.
Yeah. Not tonight.
Cilantro.
This is a good system. You can mark it and I'll set it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can't go wrong.
I'll mark it down, dude.
You man.
Oh, did you hear the Big Lebowski actually just died? The man who played him?
Jeff Bridges?
No. That's the,
Oh,
little, that's the
there's
other.
an actual Big Lebowski.
In the movie, yeah, the man who... That dude is funny as shit.
Oh, you mean
When he-
the Lebowski Achievers guy?
Yeah, the
Okay.
old man.
The wheelchair guy.
Yeah, the scene where he's like sad because he thinks his wife's dead, and Lebowski's like
Sitting by
smoking
the
a joint
fireplace.
is so funny. Like he's so fucking serious. It's like a movie from the 40s. I love that part. That movie's great.
Yeah. I heard they were making a second one, but then
I hear
haven't
it's
heard
one of
anything
those
since
things
then.
where Jeff Bridges is the type of dude to just say he wants sequels to movies he wants sequels
Right.
to. Like he said that about The Fisher King
Okay.
and stuff like that, but I think the
Yeah.
Coens are like, well, we're still the Coen brothers, so calm down.
We'll see how that goes. Frost. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm happy with these camera angles, you know?
Oh, I'll do whatever. Let's see.
If I could get this one a little...
Yeah.
See, it just doesn't want to... I guess I could go like this. Yeah, that'll work. Well, there we go.
Is this actually going to be the visual of what people are seeing?
Yeah, this is what they're going to see.
This is confusing.
Is it?
We might want to double shot this if we're keeping it, if that's what people are going to see.
Like one each? Or
We
could
should
go into
double
any of
shot.
these.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
We should do one of the. We should kind of
Switch
switch off
between
between
these.
these and then double shot them at other times. if you
All
wanna do
right.
that.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
So you're making the podcast better already.
Oh yeah, I got it. I'm what's known as the ideas man. I act like Double Dio, but I'm more of an Eddie. Yeah, someone said that to me because I work at GameStop. I said this yesterday.
Yeah.
That I'm like the cool guy at GameStop.
Oh, right,
And when I
yeah.
heard it, I was like, oh god. That is like how I act in there.
So you have any good GameStop stories you could share with everyone?
Just those two jokes that I told.
Well, I can't remember them. I was very
Oh.
drunk. I'm not sure if you noticed, but
well,
when I
one
was
bit-
leaving, I was telling everyone how much I loved them. And, it's a good thing I walked home.
That lady friend that Jeff was with when he left, she was so drunk she just came out and then was like walking away
Yeah.
and then just hugged me and who was talking to? Must have been Kev. Just like gave us big hugs like, oh, you guys are the best, and just like we don't know her.
That was nice of her.
It was nice. It was like the hug only, the kind of genuine hug you only get when you're like coming from overseas, or it's just like a very drunk white girl. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah, she
wrap
knew she was going
around.
home, so she wants to get all that contact in immediately. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. That is pretty good. But you know what I'm saying? When you get a hug where they're so like latch on so quick that you
Right.
do the bare arms, but it's more just out of like.
It's like they overshot it, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I'm gonna try to meet you halfway and like salvage this for you, but yeah, you gotta work on your hug game.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed a little.
Yeah, I guess I like hugs, cause
I'm an above average hugger, I'll say.
yeah, I feel like I'm good at it too. Yeah.
I don't know though. That's the kind of thing like a lot of girls think they're good at giving like hand jobs when they're in high school, but
Right.
it's because they've done blowjobs like twice and they suck.
Yes.
The guys it's literally so bad. The guy's like, oh no, but you're just so good at
When they get to their 20s, they realize, oh, I really do suck at hand jobs, you know.
hand jobs. It's like a 7. A hand job from the most beautiful woman in the world is like a 7, I think. Is the issue.
Yeah. It's kind of like, well, thanks, that was nice. No, it was nice. I'll call you. Yeah.
It's not that I wasn't critiquing your technique the entire time you were doing it, but
The good news is, I mean, unless they're wearing a ring, it's pretty safe though. You got to worry about teeth when it comes to the high school BJs.
It's like talking to if you have a grade school basketball team and there are 11 kids on it and it's the B team,
Right.
and you're talking to the 11th kid and you're like, no man, you're a bench contributor. You're like everyone's so glad you're here. Really appreciate your effort. That can't be understated.
Oh man, this show's already better. Did you ever catch the second one I did?
No, you know what? And I have no excuse because I just from watching the promo for the first one.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
yeah, I
the
should
clip.
make it first, huh?
I love the clip like format. It makes it so watchable.
It really does. It's
And-
I can't get on too many subjects, you know,
Yeah.
and I can't get too in depth with anything.
Yeah.
And it's probably good, but what I was gonna say is by the end of it, I started in this rant about how I hate my 5th grade math teacher. And I don't know where I went, man. Like I was watching it the next day. I was like, I don't remember talking about that. Like, what the fuck?
My 5th grade teacher was awesome. Because I got in a fight in 5th grade.
Yeah.
This kid made this thing of like tackling people like to the ground when he like in recess. Like
Heckling view.
He would do it when people weren't looking. It wasn't like any sort of athletic ability.
Right.
He would just hide out. He would just kind of skulk around with people that were just talking and not playing games, and then he would just like, and he got into the habit of tackling me because I was like, I must have weighed like 75 pounds in 5th grade.
Oh, so he was an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it got worse and worse, and it was at this Catholic school with like lunch moms, and it was like, so we'd have these mothers of like kindergartners, these like 26-year-old women, and then these 11-year-old boys would be fighting, and she'd be like, they're like, I'm not doing anything about this, you know? So nothing happened, and then so one day I just fucking punched the kid in the face. And he tried to punch me, he went to punch me back, and he hit me in the ear, like he was really surprised. And he hit me in the ear, so I just, like, it's jarring, it's like Fight Club, it's weird when you get punched in the ear, but you're just like, okay. Like, very odd sensation, and then the guy didn't know what to do because he missed his punch, so he ran away. And then later I got called in from like the principal and shit with the kid, and my 5th grade teacher just like defended me and got the other kid like detention, and then afterwards like did like a series of fist bumps with me.
Yeah, so nobody liked that kid.
She was like, somebody had to take him down. I just didn't expect it to be the inflatable child.
Oh boy. So that was your nickname back then?
The inflatable child. No, when I was in 5th
It's like
grade,
Blue
I had a bleach. I had like dirty blonde bowl cut,
Okay.
as you did in the middle of the 90s when you were a child, and it was glorious. I loved it. But by 5th grade, I got a lot. Most of my names were based around my head.
Shut up, Butters! What an asshole.
You cutie.
Trying to do a very important show.
What kind of dog is he?
He is a lab mix. We're not real sure what.
It's
But-
not a greyhound. Something similar, right?
Yeah, something like that. They thought maybe when he was we got him as a
You
puppy
are like
from
the
a
most
rescue.
ingratiating.
And,
He's like.
His mother was a straight black lab, and he actually got brought here from Kansas.
Oh.
Like people would take him like every 100 miles and then switch off with someone else.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. That's
and it
cool.
was, I guess there was like 9 puppies, and the rest were brindle, except for him and his 2 brothers that came to Delaware. They wouldn't get adopted because they, weren't.
Yeah. Let's show you my dog. I fucking I got my uncle got a dog,
Right.
and his whole family, people like the rest of the family never thought they'd get a dog, and he got a greyhound, like a rescued one, and he's enormous. He's like so much like energy to take out. They had to get another greyhound.
Yeah, just to play with him.
Yeah, so they got a young one.
Greyhounds
So
are
now they
nuts
went
like
from
that.
a family that would never have a dog to 2 intense dogs.
Yeah.
That's Layla.
Oh,
She's a fucking
look at
doll.
her.
She knows how cute
I'll
she
get
is.
that in the camera. They gotta see that. Yeah.
The magic of
There we go.
Aww.
She's pretty, man. How big is she?
She's about the size of a house cat.
Yeah.
But she's a Westie mixed with like a Pekingese or some shit like that.
Okay.
Another small one. But she
Yeah.
basically came out looking like a black Westie. And
Need another?
thank you.
Oh, sure thing.
but she was the runt of her litter, so she's even smaller than her breeds would suggest. So
Yeah.
she's really just, she lives with a bunch of cats, so she's just like the dense cat, you know?
Yeah.
Like just
yeah, it's like the ugly duckling, right?
Lean as
Thinks it's
fuck.
a cat.
She does do cat. She
Yeah.
doesn't know that it's a cat thing to sit on the top of a chair, like this part of a chair, and just sort of, if it's just as long as your body is wide,
Yeah.
and just sit there and balance and fall asleep because she sees the cats do it all the time. It's adorable.
Yeah, I had a Schnauzer Daisy that did that. And we called her Cat Dog. Like she'd walk on like the top of furniture and windowsills and whatever.
Oop.
A miniature Schnauzer, of course, going on windowsills.
I mean,
Oh, look what you did, you
I
little jerk.
did. It's maintaining. Let's see. Let's talk about movies.
Ooh, that's good. You know what I'm excited about? Because I don't know what's coming out. Anything good?
I don't know. Oh, you know what? I just saw the thing
Was
for
that
it
already
just
a
came
minute?
out. Yeah, right.
Holy shit.
Um,
You're marking them all, right?
Marking most.
All right. Good enough. Oh boy.
That new Christopher Nolan joint.
Oh, my
No,
bad.
that was an option. Yeah, did you see the fucking? There's like a teaser trailer or some shit like that. It's about, I think, Hemlock. I sound like an asshole. It's a Christopher Nolan movie. Anytime anyone sees this after this, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's some movie about a big important battle in Britain in World War II, and the whole preview is just a bunch of dudes sitting. You know how they had like those D-Day boats.
Right, where all the troops would come on the beach.
Right.
Yeah.
There's like hundreds of these like British soldiers with like, you can tell that they got the British World War II like. All right,
Hi, everybody.
and we're back.
I think we owe you a shot.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Although also we could just cut around this.
Oh. We were only gone for less than a minute, I swear.
It's the magic of whatever media format we're in right now.
Yeah, just a little TV magic, you
I
know?
don't know. What do you call a video podcast?
A vodcast, I guess, right?
That sounds like on demand. That sounds like an on-demand branded name. Vodcast.
It could be. That definitely sounds Comcast-esque.
Yeah, and we don't want to be Comcast, unless Comcast wants to be sponsors, in which case...
No. You know what pisses me off about them is they monopolize all the Phillies games. Like, there used to be a time...
They monopolize all the games everywhere.
Well, yeah, well, that's true. I guess it's for every sport, really, right?
Yeah. Well, in every... It's every baseball team.
Yeah.
They-
Oh, yes, baseball teams.
It
what I meant
depends
to
on the
say,
sport,
yeah.
I would say, the league. But
Yeah, they do it with hockey, too. I don't like it.
hockey, yeah, they have control of
Yeah.
hockey. But you're not going to get out from under the thumb of... hockey just doesn't have a big enough audience.
No. I guess they're probably appreciative that Comcast did that, you know? Keeps the league open.
Nah, I don't even know. I guess it depends on the class of billionaires that are buying hockey teams, you know? Like, is the hockey team like the one-story yacht of sports teams? Is it not as much prestige? I obviously...
Yeah.
the
It's like,
Edmonton-
oh, sure, you
yeah.
guys are professionals, but...
Right, nobody owning
Yeah.
the San Jose Sharks is, you know, on the same level as the guy owning the Lakers.
No.
Or gal, as it happens. But, yeah, that's... I feel like... I guess it just depends. This thing is, they're all white men. They're all old white men. So I feel like maybe I'm wrong. And because maybe they all like fucking hockey, you know? I don't know. I'm not really in with what, like, 60, 80-year-old white men do.
I think they're real big on, now I don't know this from experience, but what I hear is they get around the retirement homes and that clap is making a comeback in 70 plus people.
The
clap, yeah, you know.
They say that young people statistically are actually having less sex than people in like the 80s and 90s. And that part of the reason the statistics don't show that is because old people are fucking. Old people are, they're not dying.
They're buying up
And
all
they're
the
fucking.
condoms, you know?
They're buying up all the condoms.
Yeah.
I don't think they have to worry about condoms. I don't think any people really,
Oh, yeah.
after their late
That kind of
50s,
ruins
after-
my point about the clap, too, doesn't it?
It's one of those things where it's like, why would you put through the effort of trying to avoid a venereal disease that you don't even have the mental facilities to be aware of when you have it. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, my crotch itches, and then you forget you have it. You know?
Yeah. And a couple minutes later, he's like, oh, my crotch itches.
Yeah. It just seems like if there are two groups that should be given condoms, it's teenagers that are dumb and want to fuck, and old people that are senile and just want to fuck.
Yeah. And I've also heard the reason why the kids are reporting less sex than they had is because now,
Oh, the definition of sex, right?
yeah, it's what do you consider sex? Well, the average teenage sexually active person doesn't consider anal sex or blowjob sex. Whereas I think in the 80s, 90s, even before that, like any kind of sexual contact was sex, right?
That's fair. Well, the oral sex, I absolutely get it.
Right.
But I don't know that there's that many, like, 16-year-olds doing, fucking each other in the ass and being like, oh, it's fine.
Well, that way they can stay a virgin, you know?
Yeah, but
I think that's the
people
point, right?
I don't... people don't really give a fuck.
You're still marking them, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed the last one. Alright, it's alright.
Okay, alright.
I just made 2 notes. Marked it down, too.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We can just review it, you know,
Yeah.
and if we didn't get any, I'll call you up and be like, listen, Eric.
What are you doing right now?
It was 4 shots.
Shit.
So something I've been doing, I don't know if you're interested, I don't want to put you on the spot, but something I like to do when, I do the solo 48 shots is I'll go into my bits just because like I don't have anything else to
Okay.
talk about. So if there's anything that you'd like to share online, you know, you obviously don't have to. It's kind of the wrong format to do it, obviously. But
Let's see. I don't know. I can't do my latest things about the job because there's only one.
yeah.
Guess what?
Wait, we're moving right on.
Let's see.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
I haven't felt good about my what I've been writing the last couple of weeks. Though I've had success here. I feel like for a while when I was just shit from when I was starting, I would salvage like either a decent bit or just a decent reaction I had after a bit. If I
Right.
had like 1 or 2 of them, that would be so worth the whole how much time it took me to do. But now I'm like, oh, 2 of my 5 jokes sucked, so that sucked. And it's like, no, it's just like I go there every Wednesday. I shouldn't be worried
Yeah.
about that.
Well, especially when you're doing new stuff all the time too, aren't you?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's just uncomfortable in 1984. I feel like you have a format where you're given some leeway there, but
Right.
it can be uncomfortable.
All I
doing the
gotta
same
do
stuff.
is throw my card and I want him back, you know? It's like, oh yeah, I hate that one too, you know? That's all it takes. It's like, it makes them think I'm in on the joke when really I thought it was funny. It's like, oh, he just said that shitty joke so he could throw the card. I get it. It's like, nah. I really thought that was my best joke. But I'll never tell.
Yeah, when I saw Abby perform on Wednesday, she did great,
Yeah, oh my god, Abby was really funny, I thought.
and she was tossing them off. She was so focused, and it got me kind of jealous. As I was like, I wish I could go to another bar that has never seen me perform and just burn off all my 15 minutes of jokes that are like 45 seconds long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bits that are just like, oh, this is funny, but I never made it into anything. If I could just roll those,
Yeah.
that would be a pretty good looking set.
I got jealous for a different reason. Like, she
hair. She has nice
well, that of course.
hair talk on the first.
But
40.
usually I'm the only one guy doing one-liners. And like, she had one-liners, but they were all connected.
She
like,
had that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. She
that
had,
was her rhythm, like they were one-liners, but
Straight
it was
from-
all on similar subjects, you know?
like two 3-sentence jokes, very much like the Norm Macdonald kind of jokes that he'll do as like transition
Yeah.
and stuff. It flowed great.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh
I could-
yeah,
I
it
could
was
watch
all
that forever.
connected, like like any other comedian might do it. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to say normal one, but like your average like storyteller or something.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But there was a real good rhythm to it. And
Yeah, we
I
get
wonder-
legit talent from Philly.
yeah, I
Get
was
time to time.
sad she left. Like I wanted to,
Yeah.
just kind of
I did that
pick
thing.
her brain a little.
I did that thing where you're walking over to someone and you don't know that someone is going to pull you in for a handshake.
Right.
Like you're just gonna kind of play it just like hello, and acknowledge the presence of another person. But someone does it, so I didn't have anything to say in my head. So it kind of goes like, "Abby, here's Eric," and I had to just like turn and go like this. And I did that thing which only happens when you're handshaking with a girl, which is that if you don't say anything, she doesn't say anything, and then you just have a silent
Yeah,
handshake.
they're waiting. Just looking at each other's eyes.
Yeah, it's just like you were trying. It's like
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to have a moment. I just, I
Yeah,
just
it becomes a good thing to something that just seems like it was necessary to do, you know?
because with a guy,
Yeah.
I think you're so much easier to just go. Nah.
Oh, yeah,
Just
guys is
noises,
second nature.
Noises.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta do. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm lefty, so I
Right.
don't like handshaking because it's not like when people are like, "Oh, to do a lefty handshake," I'm like, "Yeah." It's all about
So
getting that.
fuck yeah.
Because you're like, it's about getting your elbow, like getting that angle on the
Yeah,
handshake.
huh.
And so when right-handed people do it, I have no, like, there's no subtext to it. I'm just trying to get it over with.
Right.
And so they go so hard that I'm like, oh, come on, guy, just like give me an, but on lefty, I got it.
You know what I've started doing lately is I'm signing those electronic credit card things with my left hand. Because the pen's on the left side.
I don't know.
So I started doing that, and my signature has never looked so neat.
I am genuinely like left-handed, and
Yeah.
they said like I went to a thing because I write right-handed, and I went to a
Right.
thing when I was in like 5th or 6th grade when my penmanship went downhill,
Yeah.
or wasn't advancing with everyone else, and they were like, yeah, you should probably learn to do a lefty.
Yeah.
So like, how much is that going to cost?
Yeah,
It was
usually
super
they're
expensive.
forcing the lefties to do right, you know? I've
It's
heard
not-
about that.
It's not conscious. It's just that
Yeah.
it's just the assumption basically everyone has. So you learn to be ambidextrous.
Yeah.
But that so that's like the whole the larger thing with those those like digital writing things. I work retail, so when people have to write,
That wasn't a minute. Was it? That wasn't a
I
minute.
think it was. When I work retail, and people are like, "Oh, this is so hard to do correctly," I'm like, "Dude, just put your fingers here and there and make a." the veracity of physical handwriting hasn't been used as like a legal deterrent in financials for years, let alone digital versions. So like, calm down. Nobody gives a shit what your fake handwriting like, because the fact is, kids don't even learn. Kids stop doing fucking. Kids stop doing cursive in like 6th grade now.
Yeah, oh, I haven't done cursive since...
That's what I mean. So nobody's
Yeah.
gonna have nobody has a good handwriting, and nobody could do it in a way that nobody else could do again because kids just don't really need to learn it anymore.
That's true. It's. I heard they were talking about like making it kind of a dead type of thing, you know?
Make a what kind
Like
of
it's
thing?
gonna kind of just die out cursive, and it's just gonna be print and typing.
I do think that people's expectations of books dying out with ebooks is overstated, but I do think, but again, yeah, cursive's gonna die out.
Cheers.
Yeah. I think I need a third.
Oh my. We're moving into uncharted territory.
And you?
Feel free to just throw them
Yeah.
anywhere.
I'll wait for a good.
Good point.
Yeah. Oh, I'm forgetting the word. Am I drinking beer?
Oh, see, where are we at here?
Sorry, it's
Almost 20?
It was literally 3.
Oh my. So
Right.
that's
That
yeah,
is
20 exactly.
20.
Look at that, my internal
Yeah,
mechanism.
that's
is
right. Yeah,
on
that's better than me.
point.
We'll figure this out together.
Yeah.
You're a cutie. Oh, look at you with your eye contact.
There's the butters.
Oh man.
Oh boy, I feel like I could have planned out the whole visual aspect of this episode a little better. I feel like that's a possibility for sure.
Nah. To be honest, you ever watch the YouTubes of like the Joe Rogan podcast?
Oh yeah, I watch that a lot.
That's exactly what
I
it's
fall
like.
asleep to that a lot actually.
I never tried that falling
Yeah.
asleep to a podcast.
Yeah, I like I'll like put on, and it's nothing against Joe Rogan. Like I'm not saying he's not entertaining, but like
No,
just
not at all.
something about his voice just like lulls me off to sleep. Like I'll start it off and I'll get like the first hour and then I fall asleep and I'll wake up and then I'll watch the other.
I think I
half
know
of it, you know.
exactly what you're saying
Yeah.
because the thing with Joe Rogan that gets me and that can kind of frustrate me is that he's so good at just introducing a topic
Yeah.
and then
Ooh, I love beer.
just sort of like just thinking about it, just sort of spitballing ideas and not getting like it. He's so good at introducing a topic and trying to get the other guy to start talking and to just be like, oh, isn't that a mystery that we don't know that? And it's like, not only can everyone Google everything, you have a guy in that room whose only job is to Google things that you ask him to. So it's like
So
why
Jamie,
are you wondering about
Jamie,
this?
I'm sorry, I don't want to keep asking you to look things up.
Well, I remember once I was
Jamie,
trying
give him some wine.
I was listening, because I don't listen to every episode of that, but I listen to like Ari Shafir, right? He's funny.
Right, yeah, like.
So I'm listening to an episode with him, and they're talking about the Komodo dragon, how scary shit it is, and it is scary.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, it's the biggest reptile in the world. It's the biggest lizard in the world, but the biggest reptile in the world. And then Joe Rogan is like, but what about like alligators? What about like crocodiles and alligators, right?
Yeah, those are pretty big.
So they go on this whole thing where they're just like, wait, no, because like.
Is
and
that
they
a
just
reptile?
start. They go. What is that?
Yeah, it's like, is this something
It's
else?
a fucking amphibian.
Yeah,
Crocodiles and
'cause they're
alligators
land and
are
water.
amphibians.
Yeah.
That was the thing. It was like, first of all, he said lizard.
Yeah.
So Komodo dragon's clearly the largest lizard. Alligators are not lizards.
No.
Crocodiles are not lizards. But also they're amphibians, which is easy to figure out because they live in the water.
Now, what is a snake? Are they amphibians too?
I don't.
'Cause some
There
look
are water
like,
snakes.
Yeah, like water moccasins, and I know there's some like black snakes that do that.
What I remember is that it's based off of. It's based off of how they reproduce, and also if they live
it's
in
like
the water
eggs or
as
something,
adults.
right? And it's
So-
whether the eggs are leathery or like hard. I think. Yeah.
It's like if there's some shit like tortoises that do shit on the beach, but they're not.
I think that was at least
That
two,
was-
right?
That was another two.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're
You know-
slacking.
You know what it is? I chose my drawing hand to be my
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
fucking lean hand.
We could switch sides. You want
Nah,
switch sides?
I like this. Now this is like a
Yeah.
good 3 This is a fucking. I was trying to think of a reference like what was the people that wrote "It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp."
D-O-double-G?
Nah.
But somehow, some way, you keep coming up with funky ass hits like every single day.
We could make the rest of this podcast just like me and you just because I memorize rap lyrics
If you want to be
unconsciously.
yeah,
No,
same
who
here.
the fuck wants to be Dre?
All right, I'll be Dre. You're more Snoop anyhow.
Oh.
I mean, let's face it,
Come
I'm the
on,
Dre
come
of the
on.
group.
Well,
you know?
you're the brains.
Yeah.
You own both of these screens we're looking at.
Dre thinks he was a G thing. Back in the day, he used to be a she thing.
Oh shit, he did beat women though.
It was Eazy-E there. Remember that video? It was right when or it was before the Chronic came out, I think. But him and Eazy-E were having a rap battle.
No, I don't think I
Rapper
saw
battle.
that. I hope you mean in like, oh, did you ever see this, and not did you
Oh,
remember
yeah.
because
No,
I was
no,
born
no,
in
no,
'91.
I remember it,
I don't think you remember it in all honesty either.
Yeah. No, it was like that was how it went. It was like they got so mad at each other because it was NWA. It was him, Ice Cube, and Eazy-E, and then they broke up, and then Dr. Dre came back, and he had I think that was when the Chronic came out.
Yeah.
So this would have been like '96 or something.
Oh no, the Chronic
I
came
think.
out in '92.
Oh wow. So you were one, so you don't remember.
No.
Yeah.
I learned that.
But you're up on your history. Apparently, the
Yeah.
schools are better than people think.
I'm an album guy. I'm
Yeah,
all
okay.
up on stuff like that. But that's why I'm not as much into the West Coast as East Coast because
Yeah.
mid '90s East Coast had so many Nas and Wu
Oh,
Tang.
yeah, it was
the
all
whole
East Coast then,
discography
yeah.
and but also like Black Moon and
Yeah.
there's tons of smaller fucking New York stuff that's great.
Yeah.
But with the West Coast, to me it's mostly like the NWA stuff with like including Dre.
I missed.
I thought it was your intention, like it was like a.
No. I was just thinking Biggie was West Coast, but no, he was
No,
from
he's
the
East.
Bronx or something, right?
He was.
Yeah. But then he
Biggie-
moved out there, and then it was like the Tupac
He
was West
moved
Coast,
out. He
right?
moved out there later, but
Yeah.
it was like very late in his life.
Yeah.
The conflict, I don't know. I feel weird because like I like Biggie. He's as far as like storytelling kind of rappers go. He's one.
Yeah.
He might be the best.
Oh,
you know,
sure, yeah.
Other than like a Slick Rick type. He's,
Oh yeah,
he's-
it's Slick Rick's right.
but I mean, he's so good at that old school like storytelling that you don't hear anymore. And to be honest, I like respect Tupac, but I don't like listening to like most Tupac.
No, there's.
I find his delivery bland.
Yeah, I like Tupac too. I definitely respect Tupac's, but I kind of feel the same way about it. Like, there's a few songs that I really kind of liked,
Yeah.
But I don't know if they really. I mean, at least to me, they didn't hold up as well as some
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
other rappers from the era.
Well, yeah, definitely. And I was talking about this. I was talking to someone about like shit from the '90s, like rappers that are still relevant.
Right.
And I was like, Redman, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Those two still do new shit, and it's still because lots of guys do new shit, but nobody ever fucking hears about it ever.
Is
But, like-
Method Man still making albums?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from him
He-
since him and Redman did the Blackout album. That's
Oh, the
last one I
second
remember.
Blackout. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been in all of the stuff when Riz is like, I'm gonna reform the Wu-Tang. You know, this is gonna be another official album. He does all of it, but the last like two, he's been like, I don't like the direction that Riz is going, and so it's just been,
Yeah.
they're like, it's just, I don't know. The guy still puts out good shit. Like I said, the shit with Redman is still very good, but yeah, I don't know. Other than like Ghostface Killah,
Oh, Ghostface, I love
he's the guy that's absolutely
he's my
modern.
favorite out of Wu-Tang, yeah. Ghostface. Well, Old Dirty Bastard, but then he
Oh
died.
yeah, I'm a huge Liquid Source
I
fan.
never would guess you're a jizzer. Oh, Jizza. Oh, I'm sorry.
As opposed
That was in
to
Perks.
just
Coats
coming
in
and,
the
and,
Perks.
and not ever just
Totes.
just like dust and
I'm sorry.
like the souls of
Sorry, America.
librarians that never got laid.
Make America Wu-Tang again. I keep wanting to drink this before it buzzes. I'm
Exactly.
Like, I'm thirsty.
It took me like 20 minutes to just arrange my shot glass in front of my beer because
Yeah.
I've been grabbing the can like because I'm such a like when I used to drink in college
Right.
like I drank in college but I really smoked weed and so when I drank I would just drink or whatever but when I turned 21 I started doing the riff raff out
Yeah.
like in bars hardcore.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't get you good.
You're good.
I got the floor.
I've spilled on my. Yeah, I'm good.
Mm.
Yeah, I felt like I was always.
I think you forgot to mark him. We got to be at like 30 by now, right? Like I don't think you marked it in a while, have you? Because remember it was at 20.
It was at 20, and then I put 2, and then we
Yeah.
stopped. So that is always okay. We're at 26. You're right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 26 sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually done 48 shots yet. To be honest with you, I don't think I have. Last time I just started drinking the beer because I was like, I'm tired of doing this. So I was like, I'm just gonna chug a beer and we'll call it a day.
I love the pun so much. I am willing to work backwards to make the first 48 work. I just love that. I just love it.
It's a good. I think it's a good punny title. Go
Yeah.
figure. Dan thought of a pun, but.
Oh yeah. Well, Dan, when he came up to me after I did my flossing bit,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, dude, you just like, because he was like, you might as well have been like a dad. You know, because he's a dad. So I was like, man, you might as well be like some guy from the Midwest telling me that's a good joke. I'm like, yeah, I can do that.
So keep it up, son.
Keep it up, slugger.
You're so funny.
Slugger.
Come on, sport. Get back up there. Show them what you're made of.
Come here, champ.
Woo! I think we're gonna go back to the double for a little bit.
That's fair.
I like this because people gotta go, huh? What? Oh, 48 shots. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't set this today.
It was like ringing. So I have no way of knowing.
It's true.
Oh, okay. But you're
It
right. I
keeps
am
ticking
slacking on
afterwards.
this because I just this one.
I would just sometimes I'll just mark 3 down because I'm like I'm sure I've
Yeah,
had that
of
many
course.
by now.
Uh,
This isn't a hard fast 48, you know. It could be 40, it could be 70. Like it depends on how often we mark it.
I feel like
remember.
making the goal 48 leads to a good show.
Yeah. As long as we're trying, I think people understand. We gave it our best
Yeah.
shot.
I don't know how it'll be with guests that don't have such a strong emotional connection to the name of the show.
This is true. Yeah, I don't know about.
It's alright. I'll be a
If
regular
they don't,
guest.
if they don't like the name of the show, they can go fuck off.
Exactly.
Mm.
I swear, I did the 98 Fivers podcast for the second time.
Oh, 95ers.
Yeah. And
What is 98 Fivers? I missed a joke.
it's I-95.
Oh, I-95.
If you
I
look
thought
at
you
the-
said 98 Fivers.
98 Fiver.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said was 98
You know
Fivers.
what? I will say this for a joke. I just have an idea that on a scale. here's the thing. Because they're both numerically based band titles, I want to have a joke where it's like, how much do you like enjoy boy bands on a scale of One Direction to 98 Degrees?
That's good.
But you know what I mean? It's so
Yeah.
much better as a concept than a
Right.
joke.
No, that's pretty good, man.
Because
I laugh at everything, though. That's
but-
good. I like it.
I just think 98 Degrees is just the right level of obscure. Because it's the kind of obscure where the majority of your audience is in their mid to late 20s, statistically.
I feel like I remember 98 Degrees.
I remember them for not knowing any of the individuals. You know what I mean?
I feel it wasn't one of them the one that married Jessica Simpson?
Yes.
And they had that show?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, no. That wasn't Kevin Federline. He was a dancer.
No, that was... Fairline was Britney Spears.
Oh, who were you saying?
Jessica Simpson. Didn't she marry, I think, the guy from 98 Degrees, and they had that reality show for a while, I think.
That sounds familiar.
I think so.
But like
I
the
don't know.
late 90s for me, it was just a magical time of... It literally was. 'Cause I was a child.
While you were a child...
Well, you're here at the 48. Not the name of it. You're here at the first 48 shots. First. Oh, the fucking mailman finally came.
Mailman usually comes at like noon.
See,
So
this
of
is what
course-
happens when you bark at bullshit, Butters. When the mailman comes, we don't even know.
Actually, it's a female man. I should use the correct gender identifier.
That's one of those things where I genuinely feel like I don't want to learn to say it properly, but you know what? I should.
To cisgenders. And the
That's
Z.
not- that's
To
not the
Z,
topic.
not he, Z.
It's just to, gender neutral professional titles, I think.
Yeah. I'm all for people identifying with whatever gender they want. I'm also all for saying, if you have a cock, you're still a guy. And unless you go the extra mile and have it taken off, I don't think I'm comfortable referring to you as a her. Just because you live in a fantasy world.
Well, that's a good point, but
you
it's
know what
like,
I mean?
there are
go
people...
full-fledged and then I'll call you a girl.
But that's
you
the
know?
thing. There are people that identify as the other gender, and they've done it since like an early age and all that shit.
Well,
And
sure.
it's like obviously you respect the degree that went into it, but it's like some of them don't change their genitalia.
Yeah, and
So
that's...
do you consider that?
I think you gotta go with whatever's down there, whether it's surgically altered or what you're born with. If it's there, you're a dude. If it's not there, you're a girl. And same if you're a girl. If what you're born with is there, you're still a girl. You could dress like a guy, you can be a guy, I don't care. But you're not, it doesn't matter. Like, you know what kills me is like, alright, so gender is specifically a social construct,
But
unless you
No.
identify as a different gender.
but it's
and then
not.
it's not.
Well,
I don't know, this is getting a
wouldn't
little
you
dark,
wouldn't
I think,
you say
but-
that gender is a physiological construct?
Well, for
that is
sure,
not
for sure.
that is not a
Well, I guess
social thing
identifying...
until
yeah,
someone makes it that way.
right.
That is the issue.
Yeah, that makes... You said it better than me. You're good at this.
I feel like
I'm good at thinking things, but not so much with the talking part.
dude, I swear to God, if people only heard the way I speak, they would think I was so smart. Because I'm so much smarter. I'm so much better at sounding smart than I am at doing anything in my life. Like,
If people only read my emails, I could get away with that.
Yeah, dude, I have impeccable
Yeah.
email.
Oh,
I
dude.
have so much confidence in my
Yeah,
emails.
and I can sit there. I'll sit there for like 10 minutes and get just right. I said, this is perfect. If I got this email, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was not a minute. Are we still marking? We
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
be
I
at
actually
40
did.
by now
We're
or
at,
something, right?
10, 20, 30.
Alright, yeah, well, we did have that little segue where the sound fucked up.
Yeah. At the same time, where's your bathroom?
Oh.
And we're back.
Oh, we never even left. You know, it's been a couple minutes in our time, but
That's true.
for the viewer
For the
at
viewer,
home,
yeah,
for the
they're
the
one
viewer,
drink deeper, so it's
the
20 minutes.
singular
it's 20
viewer.
times as long. Yeah, a minute in this world.
we just did a little time jumping is all, which is kind of the point of the show, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we turned 48 minutes into an hour like that. Oh boy. Well, hey, we owe one, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Oh my. This has been pretty good. The Yingling, I think, is 4.5%. And,
Yeah.
the last two I did, I think the first one was 7. Oh, it's not that great. I'm spilling more than normal.
That's alright. I wore my spilling pants.
I'm just gonna do another. I like beer. Oh boy. Well, I don't know if you're interested in this at all. This is horrible. I can't not spill this on me. How can I not pour anymore? There we go. Oh no, I don't understand how it happens. I know how to pour a beer without it like water falling out of it, but
It's like
apparently I don't. Like, look at this shit.
He sounds like those. You ever see those videos of how children understand object permanence at different ages, and you see the thing where they'll put liquid in 2 equal containers, and then they'll take it out of one and put it in a long container.
You're
that's
talking Die Hard 3, I think, right? Where Samuel L. and Bruce Willis, that was one of their the challenges they had to do. You remember that? And Sam was like, "Shut up! I got this!" And Bruce Willis, all pissed off. It was the only way to disarm the bomb was to figure out that exact problem you're talking about.
What I love about that puzzle is that is like a really basic puzzle in video games. But
Yeah.
in that movie, they're like,
It was-
we got 4 minutes. What are we gonna do?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Everyone's gonna die. This is impossible.
I wish, you know what would be funny if, like, halfway through Die Hard with a Vengeance, if Bruce Willis turned to Samuel L. Jackson and was like, listen, I haven't said anything racist. You keep bringing that up, and it's like, I understand you need to learn to trust me, but, like, I haven't been racist to you yet, so can you calm down a little?
Well, race is just a social construct.
It's the title for the episode.
To Daytona 500. So I was talking about NASCAR racing. I don't know what you were talking about.
I don't think I have ever talked about NASCAR racing.
Oh, well, let me fill you in. What they do is they drive in an oval.
You know how that when you turn, sometimes you can turn to the right? They don't do that. What they do... No.
You remember that South Park is like, oh, I'm going to drive real fast and I'm going to turn slightly to the left.
The Bill Burr's podcast, he talks about how he's been getting into the European... is it IndyCar? It's not the drag
It's
racing.
Formula, I think,
Formula,
right?
Formula, yes.
Isn't it Formula?
Yeah, and he talks about how he just realized it's tough to do those races because people can turn on the other side.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
true.
can't block both sides of the street, which is like, yeah, it's pretty basic. I think.
There's a lot of people that die in those too, like spectators.
Yeah, spectators die crazy amounts in Europe. I mean,
Yeah. Life's just cheaper over there. I think, all the world wars, people just have different value, and they're like, fuck it. I'll get run over, it's worth it.
We're all with you, friends.
France, you're in my heart, if not my mind.
Oh, man. All this terrorism, and it's like, there's no money in that. It's like sometimes when I hear terrorist plots, I'm like, okay, like I'm waiting for the Hans Gruber moment where he's like, but the real thing I'm trying to do.
It's like, sure, terrorism today,
Yeah.
but I'd really like to direct.
There's definitely people in terrorist organizations that, if they were born in a Western society, would be like VPs of companies. Like, we got to be thinking long term.
Oh man, I feel like we're probably at 50 shots. I don't know.
I don't know. I agree that I have not been keeping perfect track, but I don't know if we're at 50 shots.
I'm gonna call this 51.
Writing down wise, this is 34.
Oh well, I mean you can't trust written language.
I can add another one because I know we both individually took individual
yeah.
shots.
I mean I had a beer before we got here too.
Oh yeah, you were holding when I came.
And I had some scotch in my coffee.
Oh man.
I was actually getting a little worried because I didn't hear back from you.
Oh yeah, no, I felt
Yeah.
I did that thing
Well,
where
yeah, I
you get
figured-
overloaded with your texts in a
Yeah.
day, and you're like, I'll just do I'm so glad I actually took care of my texts like at like noon today, because if I didn't, I'm honestly like 5 days behind on my texts.
Oh shit.
2 of them are like callbacks to job applications. It's not great.
Not that you're looking for another job since you're
Not for the next
you're,
week.
you're up for that promotion at Board Game or Us.
We will cut this out.
Oh, we're cutting so much.
We're cutting out everything about my job. Oh god.
Yeah, it's okay. We're gonna call you Cedric Edlachek. Everything's gonna be fine.
Cedric Edlachek. It would be, yeah, because
Yeah.
Cedric is essentially just Eric with a C. So if you just make it the
Who's
S,
Eric?
Did we not do the intros? You're here.
Oh yeah, we did this.
Cedric Edlachek. Edlachek sounds like a genuinely more realistic version of my last name.
That does. Sedlacek sounds like a fake name.
It does, because it sounds like someone's like a 4-year-old making a pun with the word check. He said Lechek, you know what I mean? Like maybe he knows a tiny bit of Spanish. This is a Czech Italian Hispanic child.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Yeah. I feel like I'm running out of a little bit of steam.
I think I'm just getting started.
Well, we can definitely go to the Argillas there later.
Oh yeah.
I'll be there for sure. I already committed. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
on the face.
Well, yeah, I clicked interested, and then I clicked I'm going.
Yeah.
And then Mike or Matt he sent me. He's like, are you going tonight? I was like, yeah, I'm going. So I was like, shit, no, I definitely gotta go.
We are talking about an event in the past.
This is true, because I'm not editing this until like
Well, this
Sunday
isn't-
probably.
This
You're
isn't
like,
coming out in like
yeah,
5
everyone, meet us tonight.
minutes.
Last Friday.
At this, I'll say it's an above average location.
It is. I like them. They got good pizza, and they got good, they're the Nano Brewery of Delaware. Oh, there goes our last anonymity. Anonymity?
Anonymity?
Anonymous?
Yo, I'm the hippopotamus, the lyrics-abotamus, dropping up the top of this massage. Wouldn't that be great? Just your whole show. Let's call it the first 48. Let's make it a constant cut of us having unnecessarily well organized.
I came up,
Rap
if
lyrics
I
and
rap,
lyrics.
I'm going to call myself the Candy Rapper, because my lyrics hide something sweet. I thought that was funny. And then I have a couple raps I wrote down. I'm actually working on one. You want to hear it?
Let's rephrase that. You're gonna hear it.
Yeah, I've been working on... this is what I started doing the other day. I'm a horrible rapper, but I thought it might be good. Alright, Alright, yeah, I got this. It's good. You're gonna like this a lot.
Alright, I'm gonna try to beat. I'm gonna get your rhythm and then try to get it.
Hold on. I'm thirsty. Oh, I forgot to set this. I'll be done before the minute. It's really not even... Alright. Feeling good, doing bad by my damn self. Getting buzzed with the elf on the top shelf. Feeling fly, getting high like an eagle. Dig my flow, gonna crawl like a weasel. Don't gotta do a damn thing you don't wanna do. Give it time, change your mind with the bluntitude. That's all I got.
I like
I don't
that.
think it's horrible. I mean, for a white guy that can't rap at all, that's not horrible.
That was like some, some like early native tongues type of stuff. I could hear like an early Tribe Called Quest beat doing that.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
for sure, yeah.
One.
I call them Quest all the time. I do.
Oh, are we both white men?
Oh. Well, let's check the video.
Well, we probably love Tribe Called Quest. Then.
Yeah, we're white.
White men.
Love Tribe Called Quest.
That is not. That is.
Well, they were a safe rap group for the era, you know.
Yeah.
You didn't have to get all thugged out. You could just kind of enjoy.
Well, what I like about them now that you're looking at it in today's like rap scene is that it's
Today's. I like the way you say today. That was nice.
Today's.
Today's.
Today's forecast.
You could do the weather for sure.
Oh yeah. no, I have a pretty nasally voice. Like it's one of those. It's like a Jim Gaffigan-y, like high and low, like you know what I mean, where it's.
You sound better than him. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh.
Yeah, you do.
Shots
horrible.
fired.
Oh yeah. If you're watching Jim Gaffigan, fuck you, bitch. Your voice sounds like shit.
Dude, I want an answer rap by your kids. Get them out of that car seat. It's a nice car. Get them out of there.
I want them to rap about turkey and pastrami, Jim.
I thought you were gonna be. I want them to rap about turkey and Erdogan's, empire.
They didn't ding yet. Well, I don't
We're
know.
both holding cans. God's sake.
Do you feel like 48 minutes is over?
Are you good, man?
I don't know. Are you good? Got anything you want to plug? You got any shows coming up? You're gonna feature
I don't.
somewhere?
There is going to be some sort of amorphous Delaware show for comedy. It's going to be sort of a best of. It's put together by Brandon Vincent Jackson.
The man.
Really, he's like, you know, if you were to go to a city and like start meeting new people, you would meet someone who's like, oh, I'm a promoter or I'm a booker. You'd be
Right.
like, guy's a piece of shit. Brandon Jackson is the greatest guy who would ever describe himself as a booker. He's like a pretty nice guy, which is pretty good for that, I think.
He's a booker's booker.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's great. I like him.
Yeah, so that's the thing. He sent out a message to all of the Delaware comedians, and obviously one of the Delaware comedians is Aquaman, so that message got sent out to all of the.
I didn't get
Marine.
the message.
No, I don't know. He sent it out to like, I'm gonna say like 12 people. But
Well, I'm
it
more
was,
of a comic than a comedian, so.
Well, I don't know. Well, here's the thing. He was saying about Space Boy. If
Right.
you don't know about Space
Oh,
Boy,
yeah,
this
Space
is
Boy.
a T-shirt shop in Wilmington, Delaware that has almost by accident the greatest comedy cellar set.
Well, they'd have
of
the
all
brick
time.
wall, which
They
is,
have a great basement to do comedy
yeah,
in.
and they got that circle with their Space Boy shit on it.
Yeah.
I saw the live stream of the first one they did there. And I thought it was funny. It was a good show.
I saw the second
Yeah.
one with Gio went on in that one. Most of them been hosted by Ty Break Jameson. But yeah, those shows are great. And so I think they're trying to do kind of a best of.
Right.
So I have zero idea what that entails. And that is the end of my plug.
So at some point there's going to be comedy at Space Boy, and Eric may or may not be there.
I'll probably be there because...
He'll probably be there.
but I won't have... If you don't like me, I may not be there.
Who couldn't like you? You're cute as a button.
Man.
Come on, that's negative.
What are we
thought.
naming names?
Powerful Eric Sedlacek.
Howard. That's like a
Yeah, right. Yeah.
late
All right.
80s, like...
Well, my only plug is I got the Wednesdays of 1984. Me and Eric come meet us there. If you're watching this and you're within 100 miles, it's worth it. You can stay at my house if you don't want to drive home that night. If it's actually 100 miles, you can, that's not gonna happen. I got Argilla and Petra Pizza September 1st.
You're on the next Argilla thing in
I am.
September? All right,
This
buddy.
is about.
They've had. Yeah, I liked every show they've had so far.
It seems like it's gonna. There's already people saying they're going, and it's a month
Nice.
away. So I feel like, you know.
You good on that that like 10-minute stretch? Do you think you got a good spot?
Yeah, I mean, I could do 10 minutes.
Then yeah. Then
I'm hoping, you know. I mean, I got 5 different 5 minutes I can do on open mics usually. So I got about
Okay.
15 of. I don't want to say strong.
Sure,
but
but like yeah, but I mean, you
tolerable.
got your own.
I mean, there might be a little 3-minute lull in the middle. You know?
Have you done a lot of civilian crowds? You know, where it's not like a third other comedians kind of a thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a lot, but I mean mostly it's 1984.
Yeah.
But I've done Bar 13.
Okay.
Where?
You do the bike project maybe?
Yeah, I did the Pipe Project.
Isn't that the best boost of your
I
self-esteem
did Santa
of
Fe.
all time? The bike project.
The Bike Project was the best show.
Great.
It was the second time I went on stage and still my best time. Like it was.
Nine-
They are
19-year-olds,
right there.
They like
Yeah.
if you improv anything, they love it.
Oh, it's the
like
best.
they could not have a better time.
That's actually I got a recording of it if you want to hear it. But
Oh, yeah, definitely.
no, it was that was great, and I think that's the last time they did it was when I went.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I
I think it was like maybe like the end of March or something.
I've been to 3. I performed at 2.
Yeah.
So like they don't do it all that much because it's like
Well, it's a bike shop.
Yeah. It is.
And plus, they usually host bands at the bike shop.
When they I mean, honestly, it looks like where the Power Rangers hang out. This bike project, but it is. I swear to it's
really good because the
it's a great
chairs
venue.
are right up there, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're just you're right there in the audience basically, but you're a couple inches higher than them, so they're looking. Yeah.
Honestly,
I liked it. That was a good show.
Every show I've done there is just me showing up like 15 minutes before I go on stage, and then sort of like egregiously drinking beer in front of all these children that can't legally drink beer. I'll just break it out.
Yeah, they card you.
and
It's so
drink,
crazy
like,
get
3.
carded at the bike shop. And you brought your own beer with you. It's like, I bought it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I can drink.
It's like the people that are carding you, it's like you don't even know what you're liable for right now. I defy you to explain to me what would
I
happen
could set this
if I
place
was
on
not.
fire, and it's your fault.
But it's a great venue.
Oh, shit. All right, well, that's it. Thank you, everybody. Give a hand for Eric Sedlachuk, a very funny comedian.
Hello.
Hello. Goodbye.